Every engineering student knows the feeling, staring at a half-finished report surrounded by equations that make sense on paper but not in words. It's not that you don't understand the problem, it's turning that understanding into an academic format that gets marked fairly. That's where services like UK essays come in, but do they actually get it right for engineers? We set out to find out. Instead of starting with claims or guarantees, we began by looking at what usually goes wrong for students who outsource technical work. Most writing services treat engineering like any other essay subject. They assign it to generalists, people who can write but not necessarily calculate. The result is clean grammar and completely wrong answers. So the question we asked was simple: does UK essays break that pattern? From our review, yes, it does. When you order, you don't just describe your topic. You get to handpick a verified writer whose degree matches the field: civil, mechanical, electrical, or chemical. It's all laid out with proof. You can read their profile, check their reviews, and see their qualifications before committing. That openness isn't common. Most platforms hide that information until you've already paid. We followed the process from start to finish using test scenarios. For example, a thermodynamics assignment that required formula validation and clear explanation of each stage. The writer chosen had a postgraduate background in the exact area and included detailed calculations with references to academic sources. It didn't feel like outsourced work, it felt like a well-prepared model answer built to academic standards. The part that genuinely stood out wasn't speed or style, it was the structure behind the scenes. Every order goes through a second review layer. A quality control editor, someone with a technical background, checks the equations, layout, and referencing before the file is cleared for delivery. That double check adds professional accountability that's missing almost everywhere else in this market. We also tested communication. The writer wasn't hidden. You can message them directly, which is crucial for complex tasks. If you need them to use a particular method or software, you can explain it in your own words. That simple ability to clarify can be the difference between a pass and a fail in technical coursework. Many students ask about plagiarism, and rightly so. UK Essays includes a plagiarism report that mirrors Turnitin's format, confirming originality in text, formulas, and even figure captions. For engineers, this is especially useful because plagiarism detectors often misread reused technical phrases. Their system accounts for that. One of the best ways to judge a company is by how it handles limits. We deliberately asked for a task that was unrealistic, a 3,000-word fluid mechanics analysis due overnight. The response wasn't an automatic yes. The platform explained that while urgent work is possible, some projects simply require more time to meet a guaranteed grade. That honesty alone is worth noting in a space crowded with overpromises. We compared the result against 2 other engineering assignment providers. The cheaper sites returned generic text filled with vague theory. UK Essays produced a structured technical report, fully referenced and annotated, using the correct engineering conventions. It wasn't flashy, it was academically sound. That's exactly what counts. Another underrated point is that UK Essays is a UK-based company. Their support staff actually understand UK grading systems, marking rubrics, and referencing standards. There's no translation gap. For international students, that alone can prevent a lot of confusion. When it comes to cost, yes, it's more expensive. But it's not priced for bulk orders. It's built for reliability. You're paying for a verifiable specialist and the chance to talk to them directly. The review network found that for technical subjects, this often saves time and retakes in the long run. There's also a learning benefit. The model papers come with clear methodology and layout. They show how to present equations properly, how to explain design assumptions, and how to integrate figures into analysis. For many students, that becomes a long-term reference for future coursework. After testing the process, reviewing samples, and reading user feedback, our conclusion is that UK Essays is one of the few academic services that understands engineering as a discipline, not just as a keyword category. It's structured around subject-qualified experts, direct writer access, and transparent accountability. If you're the kind of student who wants the cheapest possible quick fix, this isn't the service for you. But if you need verifiable quality, if your project actually requires correct calculations, or if you simply want to understand how to present technical work to academic standards, then it's worth the cost. Engineering is demanding enough. Working with a company that's open about who's doing the work and what they guarantee shouldn't be rare, but it is. UK Essays sets a higher bar, and it's one of the few we've reviewed that consistently meets it. This was the Review Network's deep look into UK Essays engineering assignment help. Transparent, specialist-driven, and academically structured. Thanks for watching the Review Network.